Hello everyone. I'm happy to be with you. And it's a beautiful day, and it feels almost like it's summer, or that it could be summer, or maybe summer might be thinking about arriving at some juncture at some point in time. And so we're in the spring and we're moving into the summer, and the springtime is always the time of healing. Like there's always healing that takes place in the springtime. So I would wonder about what healing is currently taking place in me, or what is healing within me, or what is healing within our community, or our cities, or our nation. And much is healing. All um, all healing implies that a rupture has happened, or that there is a wound. And what we know is we know that where there is a wound, healing is needed. And so we've experienced healing today in the world, in a really sacred, um, powerful decision that was made. And so I honor that decision, and I honor the healing that comes with that decision. And it's interesting, as we think about healing, I'm also thinking about love, because love is the greatest healing power that we have. And so when I think about love, one of the things that I think about is I think about generosity. And generosity is one of the arms of love, but it is also, um, it's interesting. My mom and I were talking about this earlier, and she was talking about how generosity is not only about things and what we have, but it's also, generosity is also about our time, our emotions, and our abundance. And I was thinking about that, like, oh yeah, time. If we are so generous as to spend our time doing something, or being with someone, or having an experience where we're giving of our time, because really, I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, wow, time is really, that's what we've got. That's that is our greatest gift, and um, that is our greatest commodity, is our time. And then the time gives us the energy. And some of thank you so much, everyone, for the well wishes and the kindness that you sent to me during my vaccination conversation. I am back up mostly, but I'm working on it. But I do feel so good, and I'm so grateful that I was able to have that time to rest, and the generosity others showed me in that. So thank you. And so I would be thinking about generosity, and I would ask myself, where is it that I have a tendency to be generous? And where is it that I'm not generous? Where is it that I have a tendency um, I think there's this word, it's kind of an old fashioned word called miser. Like, where am I kind of miserly, or where is it that I don't want to give of myself, or my time, or my energy? Um, and will I give of it? And so I really appreciate what Bessel van der Kolk says. He says, social support is not the same as merely being in the presence of others. The critical issue is reciprocity, being truly heard and seen by the people around us, feeling that we are held in someone else's mind and heart, feeling that we are held in someone else's mind and heart. For our physiology to calm down, heal, and grow, we need to feel a visceral feeling of safety. For our physiology to calm down, heal, and grow, we need a visceral feeling of safety. No doctor can write a prescription for friendship and love. These are complex and hard-earned capacities. So that's Bessel van der Kolk. And I appreciate what he's saying, because, in the center of the statement is the word reciprocity. And so it's really important that we are generous with each other. But my mom and I were also talking about generosity, and she brought up that, generosity can also be overly generous. Like, am I overly generous with my time, my energy, my emotions? And so the reciprocity part is really important, because if there's reciprocity, then we're being filled, right? So it's not only that we're giving out, but we're also receiving. And so we're refueling ourselves and regenerating ourselves. And so I'm really curious about something that she said about being generous with ourselves. Like, how can I be generous with myself? So I'd like you to be thinking about that. And to close, I'm definitely going to be thinking about that. But as we close today, I wanted to read this poem called "I Live My Life in Widening Circles" by Rilke. I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I may not complete this last one, but I will give myself to it. I circle around the creator, around the primordial tower I've been circling for thousands of years, and I still don't know. Am I a falcon, a storm, or a great song? I still don't know. Am I a falcon, a storm, or a great song? And so, as we're thinking about generosity, what can I give myself to that has meaning? What can I give myself to that brings more love into the world and into the universe? What can I give myself to, my generosity to, my time to, my love to, that will enrich and support and make more life and more creations? And as Amael says, life is short. We have not too much time for gladdening the hearts of those who are traveling the dark way with us. Oh, be swift to love. Make haste to be kind. Make haste to be kind. So, Henry Frederick Amiel, and that was written in 1885. That's a very short poem. And so, how can I give of myself in a way that is good and true and beautiful and good, true, and lasting? And where I feel like my generosity is creating more generosity in my heart, in my community, in my life, and in the world. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye.